Mr. Kontomerkos, hello from Athens, and thank you for this conversation for the Prodexpo 2020 conference. I must say this is a fantastic opportunity to listen to you, since Mohegan Gaming and Entertainment and your local partner Yekterna are now so very close to be awarded officially the license for the first integrated resort and casino in Greece. We all have seen the Inspire Athens concept, and we were introduced to some of its features. But let me ask you this, eventually, what would this project really mean for the Greek economy and, moreover, the local economy in the wider area of Hellenikon?
Thank you, Nico. First of all, it's nice to see you again. To answer the question, let me first start by saying that Mohegan Gaming and Entertainment is a company that is organized primarily to benefit not only the Mohegan tribe, but also the communities in which Mohegan operates for generations to come. And thus, the Inspire Athens project is designed to benefit both not only us, but also Greece, both in the near term and for the generations to come. So when I think of the benefits, Nico, I think of two types of benefits. I think of the benefits in the near term, even before the project opens, and then also the benefits in the long term. The near term benefits, in my mind, that come to my mind immediately are the creation of 7,000 construction and operational jobs in the aggregate. Our cooperation before even the project opens with many, many local Greek companies. We have made a pledge to utilize as many and to work with and to cooperate with as many Greek professional companies as possible, banks, law firms, engineering and construction, and we will continue to do so. Longer term, and after the project opens, the benefits are very significant in my mind. Through our meetings and conventions and from our A-list arena and concerts, we expect that our project will substantially increase international tourism to the Attica region by at least 10%. All of that activity, all of those people, all of those shows, all of that business volume will contribute millions of euros annually in both sales and tax dollars to both the government and the people of Greece. As part of running an operation like an IRC, we will spend hundreds of millions of euros per year on local vendors. And as part of our culture, and as part of the company that we are, we will, I promise that we will spend and support dozens of local charities. So those are the immediate benefits. I think even longer term, there's probably an intangible benefit too that we should be talking about as well. And that is that in working with the government, we think that the Inspire Athens project can absolutely be the spark that sets off a domino effect of foreign investment in Greece and in the Attica region and in the Hellenikon region that finally captures this dream that we've all been talking about of the Athenian Riviera. And I think that if we all work together, I think that this project will be successful. And when it is successful, I think it won't be surprising to see additional investments follow ours. So I think that follow-on investment possibility is a very important benefit of the project that we're talking about today.
On some of the topics that you mentioned, but I have to comment on the impressive financial offer, 150 million plus, that Mohegan offered, the entire sum being an upfront payment. This offer received a warm welcome from the market and Greek officials. Was that a clear demonstration of Mohegan's commitment to the project and, shall we say, a vote of solid confidence in Greece for direct foreign investments?
Yes, it was, Nico. let me give you a couple of examples of what I mean. Over these last several years that we've been involved in Greece, we have seen certain characteristics in the nation that gives us great confidence in our foreign investment dollars here in Greece. For example, we have seen the Hellenic Gaming Commission conduct a very complicated tender process in a very transparent and fair way. And for us, one of the most important things was that this process was always held to the highest standard in terms of letter of the law. And for us, that provides an enormous amount of confidence. Now, also, recall that we and our partner, our local Greek partner, Yakterna, provided the financial offer that you referenced over 12 months ago. And since then, we have seen Greece and the Greek government deal with a worldwide pandemic in an extremely coordinated, organized, and in my view, very commendable way. And in addition to that, the Greeks themselves acted in a unified way to protect themselves and their families in a way that I haven't seen in all the time that I've been observing Greece, which is my entire life. And so we have seen over the last 12 months a characteristic in the Greek government and in Greece that is very appealing. And I believe personally, Nico, that we generally can learn a lot about somebody's character during a time of crisis. And I think during this last 12 months, during this time of crisis, we have gained even more confidence in Greece and the commitment of the government to ensure that a project like this of major economic port and major job creating potential is on a path to success. So we're extremely excited about where the country is positioned today.
Let's go to the job creation. You said several times 7,000 jobs during and after construction, including direct, indirect, and induced. But what Mohegan's approach would be regarding training and development programs for those that will be employed?
Well, let me confirm that those numbers that you cited are indeed accurate, and they have not changed. And perhaps the best way to answer the question is to give you an example. Recall that our facility, our flagship facility in Connecticut alone today employs almost 7,000 people on its own. And several thousand more were involved in the construction of that facility. So when you add it all together, we were probably approaching something like 10,000 jobs. Now recall as well that when we originally developed this project in Connecticut, we were and are located in a very small New England town with very little in terms of human resources to choose from. And so out of necessity, we had to become very adept at developing rapid training and development programs for all of these people. And I'm happy to say that we were very successful in doing that. Mohegan is a very people-first culture. And I believe, and we believe as a company, very strongly in hiring from within. In other words, when there are positions that are opening for promotion within our organization, we like to identify internal candidates before we go to the outside. And as a result, our retention rate at Mohegan Properties is one of the highest in the industry. As an example, I'm happy to present to you that almost 1/4 of the people that we originally hired back in 1996, 25 years ago, are still employed with Mohegan today, which is a remarkable figure and speaks really strongly to our employment culture. And these are the types of approaches that we plan to bring to Inspire Athens as well.
That's fantastic. But let's discuss a little bit on the integrated resort and casino itself. It was 1 year ago during the Inspire Athens presentation that we witnessed a state-of-the-art building which draws inspiration from the architectural history of Greece. What is Mohegan's environmental and construction approach for this project?
Let me start by saying that we operate 9 facilities in 8 different jurisdictions around the world, from the US to Canada to Korea and now to Greece. And in each of those markets where we have developed a facility, from the ground up, now I'm talking, we attempt to design a facility which is unique to that local market. We try to tailor the development and the architecture to that local market that we operate, as opposed to building the same designed facility over and over and over again. That's the philosophy that we've always used here at Mohegan. And let me give you some examples. In Connecticut, we honor, through our architecture of the building, we honor the history of the Mohegan tribe, and the facility is therefore heavily themed in Native American culture. In Pennsylvania, where we developed that facility from the ground up, we honor the local coal mining history of the area. In Washington, again, built that facility from the ground up, and there we honor the local indigenous peoples' very important tradition of fishing. And in Korea, where again we're building from the ground up, we honor that region's tradition and history of high technology and industriousness. What I'm going to say to you about Greece is that there's so many barriers to start with, but we cannot pay but the highest honors to Greece's history and culture and innovation and creativity in architecture, which is unsurpassed in the world. And, you know, when you think about it, ancient Greek architecture is really the first page of the first book of any architecture student's first day in school. And so we thought that it made a lot of sense for us to choose as our base of design for our building, the Caryatides at the Parthenon, because of that great history and that great tradition. So in addition to that, that's the architectural philosophy behind Inspire Athens. And in addition to that, I just also want to mention that with every one of those developments that I mentioned, we always endeavor to develop environmentally conscious buildings as well. We try to attain LEED certification, and we try to make sure that all power generation is developed in a carbon neutral way.
But I can't resist asking you some details about the Inspire Athens project, which is estimated around 1 billion euros. Could you tell us about its characteristics, its features, and eventually, are you optimistic that it will be evolved into a premier global hospitality and entertainment attraction?
Sure. You know, we spoke a little bit about the architecture before. The philosophy behind the integrated resort destination is to try to create a destination that drives an incredibly diverse group of visitors during all seasons and all times of the day. So let me give you an example. On the weekends, we would be inviting guests to see our concerts, eat in our restaurants, shop in our stores. During the week, we would be inviting both small and large business meetings and conventions to stay in the luxury hotel and to conduct business in the convention center. At all times during the year and during the day, we would have developed VIP amenities in order to drive that VIP and international visitor from places like other parts of Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. So philosophically, the idea is to create a 24/7, 365-day a year operation. And Nico, we believe that there isn't anything like this that currently exists in Europe today. Um, and because of some of the inherent characteristics that make Greece such an enticing visitation destination, the great climate, the warm Greek hospitality, the incredible food culture, the sun and the sea, we really believe that that combination of amenities in a place like this will be really one of a kind entertainment destination, unlike anything that's been seen in this part of Europe.
Mario, we have time for a short answer. When do you think that the IRC will be fully operational?
Well, we are ready, Nico, to move as quickly as we possibly can. Note that we have maintained a team of nearly 60 local architects, engineers, finance operations, and construction professionals on the ground in Greece throughout this entire time. And we are ready to go, obviously, together with our partners at Yekterna, who have extensive experience in construction. We are ready to go. The exact date at which we would break ground depends on a number of variables, including the time that it takes to complete the tender requirements and the time that it takes to receive construction permits. Keep in mind that the construction period is clearly stipulated in the call for tenders for 36 months. So as soon as we receive all of those permits and our approvals, it will be done within 36 months.
Fantastic. Mr. Kontomerkos, Mario, thank you so much for this discussion. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Nico. It was a pleasure for me as well, and I look forward to seeing you in person again.
Hopefully.